Good morning, first and second graders. It's Friday. I'll show you my furry friend in a minute that's going to keep me company, but let's get started with our books of the Old Testament. Just like yesterday, I'll pause and you keep saying them. Let's see how far you can go. Ready? Begin. Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Deuteronomy, Joshua, Judges, Ruth, 2 Samuel, 2 Kings, 2 Chronicles, Ezra, Nehemiah, Esther, Job, Proverbs, Ecclesiastes, Song of Solomon, Isaiah, Lamentations, Ezekiel, Daniel, Hosea, Amos, Obadiah, Micah, Nahum, Habakkuk, Haggai, Malachi. There you go. Good job. Let's turn to our next book of the Bible. Yesterday we looked in Ezra, so today Ezra. Ooh, what comes after Ezra? Nehemiah. Nehemiah reminds me a lot of the book of Ezra. King Cyrus told Ezra to go back and take some people with him and gave him the money to start rebuilding the temple there in Jerusalem. And Nehemiah had a plan to help the Israelites in the city of Jerusalem. Let's find Nehemiah chapter 2, verse 2, and I'll tell you about his plan. Nehemiah 2:2. Pause the video till you find it, and we'll read it together. And Nehemiah 2:2. Wherefore the king said unto me, Why is thy countenance sad, seeing thou art not sick? This is nothing else but sorrow of heart. Then I was very sore afraid. See, Nehemiah had an unusual job. I don't know if I'd want this job. Tell me what you think. His job was to be the cupbearer for the king, which means it was his job to taste everything before the king tasted it to make sure it wasn't poisoned. And when Nehemiah came in one morning to see the king and to give him his drink for the day or his food or whatever it was, he looked sad. And the king looked at him and said, Why do you look sad? You're not sick, are you? Because you wouldn't want somebody sick tasting your food before you tasted it, right? It'd share germs. We know all about that right now. And then he said, You're not sick, so your sorrow of heart. Oh, Nehemiah got scared. You can't go into the king's presence and look sad. You've got to do your job and do it right. Oh no, I think I'm in trouble. But as it turns out, the king liked Nehemiah and asked him what was on his mind. And Nehemiah was sad because of the way the city of Jerusalem looked. It had been destroyed and beat down, and he wanted to fix it. And he'd heard messages of how terrible it was, and he thought, there's no way I can go fix it. I have to stay here and work for the king. And when the king heard his request, he said, let's work out a deal. And he helped Nehemiah get back to Jerusalem. And Nehemiah led a group who started rebuilding the city walls, who helped finish the temple that Ezra had started building. They kind of worked about the same time for a while. The books were written around the same time. And it's a pretty neat story how the king, who wasn't the Israelite king, helped pay for the repairs that had happened when the Israelites were taken captive. Pretty cool story. Well, let's not have sorrow of heart in our hearts today. We got our messages from Mr. Boggs yesterday that we're going to finish school with these homeschool videos, and we can do it. We'll get to see our friends again, I promise. We're even working out a plan. We might get to see them soon, but we won't get to be together in our classroom again. So instead of sorrow of heart, let's lift up our countenance and trust that God is going to take care of things, and he's going to work it out. And the things that we want to happen, like see our friends and be together again, we're going to trust God to work it out at the right time, okay? Now, it's Furry Friend Friday, and I've got my furry friend here because I was thinking of Sadie and how much Sadie likes my furry friend, Nestor. Here she is, saying hello to Sadie and to the rest of the first grade. And I've got another little buddy over here who's not super furry, but he's coming to say hello.
Hi. Hi, friends. I want to get all your work done quickly.
And you've got your furry friends ready to help you work fast so you can get to your free time early. All right. Get to work there, buddy. Well, I hope you have a great day with your furry friend. And let's bring out our sunshine, put the sunshine on your face, and let's do our best. We'll see you later.